There is a power that lies dormant within you, waiting to be awakened. Have you ever wondered about the true extent of your own power? In 2014, a remarkable book by Dr. Joe Dispenza titled, You Are the Placebo, sought to answer this question. This book is an invitation to explore the incredible capacity of the human mind to influence the body, to heal, and to create a new reality. Dr. Dispenza delves deep into the science of how our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions can shape our destiny. He offers evidence, compelling stories, and practical steps. Imagine for a moment that your mind holds the key to unlocking a healthier, more vibrant you. You Are the Placebo suggests this isn't mere fantasy. It asks us to consider that the most powerful healing agent we will ever encounter might just be ourselves. The core premise is elegantly simple, yet profoundly transformative. If a placebo can trigger healing through belief alone, then what could we achieve if we consciously harness that power of belief? Dr. Dispenza guides us through this fascinating territory, showing us that the mind and body are intricately connected. You Are the Placebo is more than just a title. It's a declaration of your inherent ability to influence your internal and external worlds. The placebo effect. We've all heard of it. Often dismissed as all in the mind, yet its power is undeniable. People given sugar pills, believing they are potent medicine, experience real physiological changes. Dr. Dispenza illuminates this mystery in You Are the Placebo. He explains that the placebo effect is not about trickery, it is about the incredible power of belief and expectation. When you truly believe something will help you, your body begins to respond as if it already has. Think about the implications. If a simple belief can trigger such profound healing, what does that say about the nature of our minds? The book shares astonishing stories of individuals who overcame serious illnesses through the power of their own conviction. Dr. Dispenza argues that the placebo effect is a testament to our innate capacity for self-healing. It's not something external that heals us, it's an internal process activated by our state of mind. The latest research in neuroscience, epigenetics, and quantum physics is proving that it's possible to change, to become a new person, and to create a new reality. The placebo is not about the pill itself, but what the pill symbolizes to the person taking it. It symbolizes hope, possibility, and change. When that symbol is internalized, the mind begins to orchestrate a symphony of biological responses that can lead to genuine healing. You Are the Placebo encourages us to ask, if we can do this unconsciously with a sugar pill, what could we achieve if we learned to consciously direct this power? What if we could become our own placebo, intentionally and purposefully? This is the journey the book invites us to embark upon. Our thoughts, they seem so intangible, so fleeting. Yet, Dr. Dispenza reveals them as powerful architects of our reality. Every thought we think releases chemicals in our brain influencing how we feel, act, and even how our bodies function. If our thoughts are consistently negative, fearful, or stressful, we are bathing our bodies in the chemistry of stress, leading to imbalance and illness. Conversely, if we cultivate thoughts of gratitude, joy, and possibility, we create a different internal environment that supports health and healing. Dr. Dispenza explains that our brains are wired to learn from experience. When we have a thought and then an experience related to that thought, a neural connection is formed. Repeat that thought and experience enough times and the connection becomes stronger, more hardwired. This is how habits of thought are formed. We have the capacity to change them through conscious effort. We can begin to think new thoughts, create new neural pathways, and essentially rewire our brains. This is the essence of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. You Are the Placebo shows us that this isn't just a passive process, we can actively direct it. We can choose the thoughts we want to cultivate. Imagine your mind as a sculptor, and your life as the clay. Every thought is a touch, a shaping force. Over time, these thoughts create the form of your reality. When you change your thoughts, you change your choices, behavior, experiences, emotions, and ultimately, your biology. If thoughts are the language of the mind, then emotions are the language of the body. Dr. Dispenza, in You Are the Placebo, makes this crucial connection clear. When we think a thought, our brain releases chemicals that generate an emotion. This feeling is then experienced by the body, creating a cycle. A thought leads to a feeling, and that feeling often leads to more thoughts consistent with that feeling. This is how we can get stuck in emotional loops, replaying the same feelings and experiences over and over again. Many of us live in a state of emotional conditioning. Past experiences, especially those that were highly charged emotionally, can leave a deep imprint. We become conditioned to expect certain outcomes and feel certain ways in particular situations. These conditioned emotional responses become automatic. You Are the Placebo explains that these emotional states, when repeated, become part of our identity. We start to define ourselves by our emotions. I am an anxious person, or I am not a confident person. These become self-fulfilling prophecies. The book teaches that to truly change, we must become aware of these conditioned emotional patterns. By consciously choosing to cultivate elevated emotions, such as gratitude, joy, love, and compassion, we begin to change our body's chemistry in a positive way. These emotions signal new genes, repair cells, and promote overall well-being. An emotion is a chemical feedback system that reinforces the original thought. If we can change the emotion, we can change the feedback, and ultimately change the thought. This is a powerful step towards becoming your own placebo. Section 5, Rewiring Your Being, the Science of Personal Change. The idea that we can fundamentally change who we are might seem daunting, but You Are the Placebo grounds this possibility in solid science. Dr. Dispenza introduces us to two key concepts, neuroplasticity and epigenetics. Neuroplasticity is the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself. It means our brains are not fixed, static organs. They are dynamic, constantly adapting and changing in response to our thoughts, experiences, and behaviors. Every time we learn something new or think a new thought, we are building new neural pathways. Epigenetics takes this a step further. It's the study of how our behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way our genes work. While our DNA remains largely fixed, epigenetics shows that our genes can be expressed differently. What influences this selection process? Our thoughts, emotions, and lifestyle choices. Dr. Dispenza explains that when we repeatedly think certain thoughts and feel certain emotions, we are signaling our genes. If these are thoughts and emotions of stress, fear, or victimhood, we may be signaling genes that promote inflammation or disease. But if we cultivate thoughts and emotions of joy, gratitude, and wholeness, we can signal genes that promote health, repair, and vitality. This is the science behind becoming your own placebo. Section 6, The Stillness Within. Meditation as a Gateway to Power. Dr. Dispenza offers a powerful tool in You Are the Placebo meditation. It's about going beyond the analytical mind and accessing the subconscious. By observing without judgment, you disidentify from old patterns. You realize you are the observer of your thoughts. This creates space to choose differently and create a new self. Meditation is about re-educating the mind and focusing on future possibilities. Section 7, Miracles in the Making, Real Stories of Self-Healing. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of You Are the Placebo is the collection of real-life stories. These are not just anecdotes, they are documented accounts of individuals who applied the principles Dr. Dispenza teaches and experienced profound transformations. People who were diagnosed with serious, often life-threatening conditions, and who, through changing their inner world, managed to heal their bodies. These stories serve as powerful evidence that the placebo effect when consciously harnessed can lead to outcomes that many would deem miraculous. One such story might involve someone with a chronic illness, told by doctors that there was little hope. Yet, by immersing themselves in the work of changing their thoughts, beliefs, and emotional states, by diligently practicing meditation and mental rehearsal, they began to see improvements. Symptoms lessened, energy returned. Follow-up medical tests showed remarkable changes, sometimes even a complete remission of the disease. These are not isolated incidents. Dr. Dispenza has witnessed and documented many such cases in his workshops and research. They are a testament to the resilience and healing capacity of the human body when guided by a transformed mind. These stories highlight a common thread, a shift in consciousness. These individuals learned to go beyond their conditioned mind and tap into a deeper level of awareness. They didn't just change their thoughts, they changed their state of being. You Are the Placebo uses these accounts to illustrate the profound potential that lies within each of us. Section 8. Breaking Free, Overcoming the Habits of Your Old Self. The journey to becoming your own placebo is not always a smooth path. It involves confronting and overcoming the deeply ingrained habits of your old self. These are the familiar thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that have defined you, perhaps for years or even decades. Dr. Dispenza is clear in You Are the Placebo that this is often the greatest challenge. The body, conditioned to certain chemical states like stress or sadness, can resist change. The mind, comfortable with its familiar patterns, can throw up doubts and distractions. This is a natural part of the process. Think of it like this: your body has become accustomed to a certain chemical self. When you start to think and feel differently, you are essentially depriving it of the chemicals it has grown used to. This can create a kind of withdrawal. You might feel uncomfortable, agitated, or tempted to revert to your old ways. The mind might whisper, "This isn't working," or "This is too hard." Dr. Dispenza calls this crossing the river of change. It's that uncomfortable space between your old self and your new self. Recognizing this resistance is the first step to overcoming it. Section 9, The Power is Yours, Embracing Your Inner Placebo. We stand at a fascinating intersection of science and spirit. You Are the Placebo, by Dr. Joe Dispenza, serves as a brilliant guide to this new frontier. The most potent healing agent lies within our own mind and body. The power to change and heal is an inherent capacity within each of us. It is a birthright, waiting to be acknowledged and directed. Our thoughts shape our brains and our beliefs alter our genetic expression. The placebo effect is a testament to the mind's influence over the physical self. Dr. Dispenza demystifies this process. He provides tools like meditation to design a new future. The stories of transformation are beacons of possibility. Profound changes occur when we commit to the inner work. It requires courage to face the old self and persist in change. The reward is a life with greater health, vitality, joy, and purpose. The knowledge is available. The power resides within you. You are the placebo, and that is a truth of immense power.